the time is stupid and wrong. I have to
They're
give it,
like a full day in advance, right?
Yeah, they're in the future. I have to like be up at 2 o'clock in the morning to run a game for someone in the future. It's weird. I'm like, I don't know. Just roll to hit the troll, please. I'm tired.
Do you ever ask them if the world ended yet, since they're in the future?
Mm-hmm.
You should ask them next time. When's the next time you run it?
Whenever I feel like it, it's my server.
Oh, there you go. I was gonna say next time.
I just basically post like, who wants a hunt?
I do prescribe to the idea of Australian drow because they do come from a land down under.
Nice.
Yes, I am all for that. I just can't do that accent, so typically I do my drow with a deep southern accent. You know, I figure
Also
deep
fair.
south is.
That's close, yeah.
But that's more, you know, my limitations and trying to make up for them with excuses.
Right, like, I can't do that accent well. Can I offend everyone in the country?
Yeah.
I mean, can you really
Yes.
offend a country that's the majority is white people? I don't think so.
Ooh,
Is
hot
it?
take, that's true. Why I'm allowed to do
'Cause-
Scottish accents really badly.
Because it's just not, yeah.
Because I look like that.
So,
I should find all of my British slang notebook. Where is that? Because I do have one Australian slang term, and it was great.
I do
Long
remember you
black.
saying.
It was Suki Lala.
Oh, right,
What does
right.
that mean?
It's like a whiny, complainy boy. So, but how
Also
great is
known
that
as
for a?
witch?
But I just think that'd be a great bad guy name. Going up against
Yeah.
the Suki Lala.
Son of Baba Yaga.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a big mama's boy too. You know it. Mother.
Again? I get us from love. A Mitch.
So,
Now, my barbarian is gonna die.
I mean, you pushed it with Yuri. Now,
Yeah, he almost killed you already, dude. Back off.
I didn't even get close to dying, so I'm in the safe zone.
Yeah, literally, Mary just like stood on the sidelines and shot arrows and wondered why the fuck Seth dropped the damn crystal instead of doing what she wanted him to do. She's just like over there, like what?
spoilers. We're recording.
What's up, people? Welcome to the show of us.
Yes. Thank you for perfectly recreating my intro.
Yes,
Flawless.
I'm good at acting.
Actually, better than George's attempts have been. So,
I always get it wrong on purpose, though. That's the thing.
no, I know.
Cheerio.
Yes.
We're joined by Ethan
Hello.
in this one, I guess.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, my bad, my bad.
The artificer just fizzles out. Hey, guys, where am I? What?
Right?
Seth?
Ethan's
Yuri?
No, but I want him to still be in that body. So he's like, why am I a
Right, yeah.
toaster?
How do I change the name? Oh, here we go. I got it.
So, yeah, fuck the intro on this one. So,
Hello, family, funnel cakes. That was the
and
Oh, welcome.
Press
Friends.
one for
G'day.
English.
good morrow. Welcome back to Barovia. Last time, the strange party of Duke, Dude, and two randomers that they've just picked up in a haunted house continued some investigations. You did like a full deep sweep of the entire house, looking for secret doors, secret passageways, the works. And after
Just real
punching
quick.
through floors and trying to break through ceilings, yes, Lindsay.
I just want to know if dude is certified in home inspection now after this.
Yeah, you'll
experience.
have to send off to get the badge.
Mm-hmm.
So, Until you
Does
get
that mean we also
until you get
just
the
send off
badge, you
badges from
can't
God protection?
really do it. But like, you know, you got to
Patty,
send off to
Patty.
finish the certification.
Take care of the paperwork, Patty. Alright, she's on it. She'll take care of it.
Patty the paperwork possum. You guys did a good old
She's,
deep sweep.
She's actually a documancer in disguise.
Nice. You did your deep sweep, you looked around for secret passageways, you had a bit of fun with a dumbwaiter, you poked holes in the floor, you poked holes in the ceiling, and discovered the existence of an attic. You
You
looked
will
around a
tell.
bit more. Yeah, the dwarf possum found possibility of an attic. You looked around for an entrance to this attic and eventually accidentally stumbled across it after busting through a wall and a mirror. And made your way up into the attic where you found the bodies and the actual spirits of Rose and Thorn, the two children who seemingly lured you into the house. There are two ways, spoilers for people who are hoping to play Curse of Strahd, but then if you are, like, why are you watching this? There are two ways to reveal the existence of this secret door and have it actually manifest. One of which is to find Strahd's note in the secret library, which you did. The other is to find the secret door by looking in the dollhouse, which you also did. So good job, guys.
The third way.
You nailed
the
it.
Is
secret
to
way
bash a hole through the
to
ceiling.
patch through a door.
Right.
I'm talking about the other secret door, not the attic secret door.
The secret.
The attic secret door,
Double,
like
double,
the attic
double,
you can
triple
find about, but like when you get up into the attic, if you haven't done either of the other two things, it specifically says in here that the wall is solid to get to the secret staircase that you're now looking at. The house wills it into existence when it knows you've done one of those two things. Curse of Strahd. But yeah, you found the body of the nursemaid who attacked you a few floors below, murdered and stuffed into a chest and hidden in the attic. And where we left off, Detritus had pushed open the secret panel, having inspected the dollhouse. I think it was you. And you guys were now looking at a narrow spiral staircase made of creaky wood contained within a 5-foot wide shaft of mortared stone, which starts in the attic and descends. There are thick cobwebs filling your shaft and reducing your visibility.
Nice.
Might want to get that checked.
Yep.
It's the Kobold episode all over again.
Anyone proficient in medicine? Nope.
That's a negative.
I very nearly just spilt like a pint of iced tea on my desk.
I'm
Would've been
semi.
an honorary
Oh, I'm not
American
proficient.
if you
Nope.
did that.
I put it down, and as I was like letting go, my finger caught in the handle, and it wobbled. Anyway,
Seeing the staircase get revealed. Well, who's gonna be going down first? No one? Oh, okay, I'll start going then.
Hey, wait, wait for me.
the heart of a lion.
Oh, cowardly
Dude,
lion as fuck, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
dude will take his rightful place back on.
Atop his mighty steed.
Yes, with Patty hanging off the belt as usual.
That's Jack Sparrow. And I'll say to Dude and Goblin, hold on tight, and if you can like make any light, that'd be great, because it's really dark, and between me and you, Dude, kind of scared of this.
Immediately sets Duke on fire.
Oh. Ah. Oh, right. Sorry. We're speaking in Goblin. I got you, bro. And he casts his dancing lights, which admittedly are pulsing LED lights, but
Well, you can have all the globules turn into one
yeah,
thing.
but they'll smush together into one big LED disco ball, and he'll just slow the pulse down. Yeah.
Are you sure it
Nice.
doesn't turn into just a lava lamp? Just like
Floating lava lamp.
See, I was thinking it was going to be in the shape of a possum.
A possum lava lamp.
here.
Yes.
for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just
And the little blobs in the lava lamp are also
yeah.
possums.
So I'm gonna go ahead and reflavor that. So even when it's just the little bitty ones, it's just smaller that.
The little
I
ones.
can
Okay, I'm
do
putting
it.
it in the description.
So, you make your way down this wooden spiral staircase, and you find yourself in a narrow tunnel which stretches southward before branching east and west. From the moment you arrive in this like lower level, you hear this eerie, incessant chant echoing throughout. At the moment, it is impossible to gauge exactly where the sound is coming from, and you cannot make out any of the words. But you can hear like the faint... At the moment, it probably just sounds like vague Gregorian. But you could tell there's some chanting going on.
And the beat is sick or not sick.
Not particularly sick.
Probably not a good party then. Guys, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
So-
not sure can.
I have actually pre-split the dungeon
Nice.
into maps. So you see the little spiral near the top. That's where you guys are.
Where am I looking?
Okay.
So as you can see, the tunnel heads
Oh, Adventure.
southward before branching east and west.
Which
It's in
One of our
Practical Heroes Adventurers only.
our proper,
And we
not
usually,
not our double secret server.
Our proper
regular.
Discord server, Practical Heroes.
and we're in the
Yeah.
spiral area, right? That's what you said.
We
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
spiraling down.
Spiraling down.
Literally out of control.
You've now reached the bottom.
I slap it.
And so stretching ahead of you, this tunnel is like 10 feet. And just to give you some more general description, because I do have it, it is carved from what you can see. Most of this place would probably follow the same theme. It is carved out of clay, earth, and rock. This tunnel is about 4 foot wide, about 7 foot high, timber braces at 5 foot intervals. Yeah. That is what you can see so far.
Hearing the chanting Dukes, your dude will notice this, that like he's just kind of shaking a little bit. Not super
Shaken
noticeable.
Rockstar.
That chanting can't be too good. Which can you guys discern which way it's coming from?
At this point, no one really can.
Can we understand it? Can Detritus understand the chanting?
Not at this point.
Okay.
It's
you
like
think
it's too far away, so it's kind of echoing all around you. It's really hard to make out what it is
Do babies know how
or
to
where it's
chant?
coming from.
I know babies know how to cry. But I'm pretty
No.
sure we already
One
found
growl.
the baby.
Okay, so
Pretty sure the baby's
babies.
dead.
You.
Oh,
Were you not in there?
Duke!
I fully start weeping,
Oh, buddy!
sobbing.
Patty runs over and scrambles up and pulls a tiny tissue out of her pouch and dabs at your eyes.
Aw.
I think we should split up.
Well, I kind
A
of
bold move, General Kenobi.
I like the cut of your jib there, Metal Man. We'll cover more ground that way. How about me and Dude? Since, no offense, we kind of know each other a little bit better. We'll go to the left. You and, what's your name again, friend? Mr. Weepy? You're Mr. Weepy there, and Metal Man, you guys go to the right.
It sounds like a plan.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Patty gives you more pats.
So we'll deal with left team first, as that path does fork first. So as you come up the tunnel, you turn left, and as you can see on the map that I have sent, it does almost immediately bank right, or you can carry on going straight, where it then curves off to the left again.
I'm thinking, Dude, that we should go straight as far as we can, and then turn. Easy so we don't get lost.
Okie dokie. Where's the map gone?
Let me check my inventory just real quick.
I've lost me map. Me map with all the numbers on it.
You think the baby's dead, Detritus? I hope not. I hope the baby's doing just fine.
I think the baby's fine.
Okay. Alright, that's good.
Alright.
Dude is gonna dig in his pockets real quick and get out his deck of just like regular old playing cards. And when we get to a corner, he wants to try to wedge a card in some like seam between mortar or something.
You pull a card and it summons an avatar of death.
I specifically said it was regular. Okay, that's awesome. Just kill everybody but me and Patty.
These are my regular play cards! It's the deck of many things.
It's perfect.
Dude lives a very dangerous life.
I like to party.
It's definitely not the deck of many things. It's totally a normal deck of cards.
But it does have scantily clad goblin girls drawn on it.
Nice.
Tastefully.
Okay, so
Oh, tasteful. Okay. Well,
you head. Of course.
But he's doing that to keep track of where they've been, is the idea.
Straight up, you lodge a card into one of the timbers that's supporting the roof. The roof.
You know what? He'll even use the spade card so that they can be like little arrows pointing to which way we went. Is that smart?
Clever.
As we
And
turn the corner,
you two
I'll yell back.
would be able to see this because I presume as it opens up, Dude would send in the dancing lights to illuminate as as you reach like a set of stairs that go down literally like 10 feet, if that,
Sing
and
patties
open up into a
away!
room.
As we turn the corner, Duke will like kind of yell as they're going down the stairs. Meet back in about, let's say, 20 minutes by the spiral stairs.
I don't know that you should have yelled.
Does anyone have a watch?
And it feels like it's been 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, how often does Detritus have, like, are you mechanized at all? Do you have anything that ticks or gears that cook?
Pretty sure I can make something.
He has a lot of ticks.
I have lots of tinkerings.
Just something, we don't have to decide this right
This
now.
is true.
For the future.
Yeah.
He is
we
an
should
artificer.
totally-
He could possibly make something.
Right, that's what I was
Well, I
saying.
just didn't know if like
make
he
something.
already had bits of him that were already ticking, that he would already know, like, I tick at such and such rate. And so
Yeah.
I have a clock for a heart.
I'm overthinking.
Perfect. There you go.
This is how Lindsay doesn't meta. Okay, how can we make
So-
this work logistically with what we have on hand?
So, the pair of you, as you walk into this room, as you descend the staircase, you can see a wooden table with 4 chairs standing at the east end of this room, and to the west are 4 alcoves which contain mouldy straw pallets. You can really see from the description and the actual picture, the stupid way they have the compass set out for this map, considering the table's supposed to be in the east, but it's the north of the map.
We love you, Mike Sharkley. But yeah, some of your map stuff, buddy, it's confusing.
Just have north of the map be north of the compass.
Also, don't
so yeah, what would you guys...
Don't put stars and skulls on the player maps, man.
Yeah. What would you guys like to do in this room?
Dude will hop down off of Duke's shoulders, and what he feels like
you break
is
your
a
ankle.
very... Yeah, it's what I'm saying. What he feels like is a very smooth-looking move, but we all know better. We don't even have to roll for it. We know it was clumsy AF. And we'll go investigate that table with Pate.
Okie dokie. Make an investigation check.
I will.
Duke will, while Dude's doing that, will investigate the straw mats.
Okay. So they're in like 4 separate alcoves. But you can go through one after the other and also make an investigation check.
Do you want just one or 4 for one? For
I'll say 1 for all 4 of them just to make life easy.
18. 18! I felt like I got, if I had to put a rating on this.
On a scale of 1 to 20?
What do you think, Patty? Yeah, we're solid 18.
And Duke.
That's a big 6, like the 6-pack abs. Strong, but
Nice.
Only good for certain things.
Dude, you find
Yes.
dusty table, dusty chairs. There are like scratch marks in the wood, but it's nothing that would really signify monster. It's just like scratching from cutlery, crockery just being slid across the table, all of that kind of stuff.
Is there any
Yes.
gum stuck up underneath the table? Because this is going to really
No.
tell Dude. Oh, so they're not terrible, terrible people.
Duke, you reach the first of the pallets, and there is like straw to make this really crude makeshift bed, essentially. And you go to put a hand to move the straw around, and it is just gross and mushy and moldy as hell, like it's been here a long time.
Well, if we need a place to sleep, I've slept in a lot worse places.
He says,
one-
shaking moldy straw out of the fur.
One guy I traveled with, this satyr punk guy, oh man, he would sleep in filth all the time.
It's pretty similar for the other 3 as well. You do not find anything of note. And at that point, the camera whip pans
Meanwhile, back,
back
to the ranch.
to the tunnel. And it's that classic like cut back to the we'll meet back in 20 minutes, and as Duke and Dude head off down their side of the tunnel. Detritus and Brumdrum, you start to head to the right. And you get 5, 10, 15 feet before it opens up left and right, or carries on straight ahead.
I wonder where that...
I don't have the tunnels as separate maps because they do get very hard to try and map out.
So,
But I do have rooms.
at this point, my eyes are just puffy and red, but I've stopped weeping openly. And I'll just be listening intently for a baby chanting. Because Detritus
Okay,
said
make a
that.
perception
Don't
check.
forget you've got baby.
Oh
Wait.
yeah.
Baby check.
Oh yeah. Is it? Let's see if I did this right. Is that right? Nope. Is it literally just exclamation mark baby?
I think it's exclamation part baby check.
Baby check.
But yeah, I'm essentially imagining that you guys have stopped in the middle of this four-way intersection. Back the way you came, straight on, left, right. What did you get?
A 20.
Nice.
I want there to be a
20.
way to share this with people.
You don't hear babies, as far as you can tell.
Detritus will look to see which side the chanting's coming from, if he can.
I think
Don't
the baby's
believe you
being
can
stealthy.
make it out at this point. I don't think so. Let me just double check. Scroll.
Level.
Um,
Can I copy it?
secret stairs, basement access. Here we go. Yeah, you can't discern which, like, where it's
Okay.
coming from at this point. Still, it's just echoing around the time.
Nice.
Continue.
Love that.
Yeah, you can't discern
Just
which
echoes all
direction it's
around.
coming
Okay.
from currently.
Where do you think this is coming from, Brumdrum?
Well, here's my theory, alright? I think the baby is being very stealthy. It's a smart baby, probably. So it's like, here's chanting, right? And it must have been really quiet so that it didn't get hurt. So it's probably, like, under something that only a baby could fit under. That's my theory.
That makes sense. But the babies would hide from a chance.
It's like their natural baby instincts. They just like, they know. They're like, oh, chanting? I'm a baby, I can't handle that. I'm only a child. So they crawl under something.
Well,
Love you so much.
I don't know much about babies, but I think you're onto something.
I clearly know a lot about babies. So.
You're a
Hi, and welcome
babe
back
spurt.
to Jared Tries to Kill Mitch.
Alright, I'm gonna continue on until we find a door and then spend as much time
well,
looking
so-
under things.
So we have a chance
At
to
the
choose
moment,
left or right.
where you're stood,
Choose left or
the
right.
path
straight.
branches left, right, or straight on.
Let's take a right. What do you think?
Works for me. Babies are always right.
Okie dokie. You head. So, you turn right, take a step forward, and essentially immediately you're faced with the wall of the tunnel. It's not a dead end, but I'm trying to explain as easily as possible that you turn right and it stretches out to the left and right again. You're in a small, like, alcove basically that's 15 feet long. You're in the middle of it, and it goes to the left and right.
Like another hallway?
Yeah.
It's not as long as a hallway, it's literally
Semi.
15 feet. You can see the walls either side. And you can see, because of how low-ish the light is, you can tell there's maybe something on the walls that you're facing if you head, like, 5 feet in that direction or 5 feet in that direction.
So it is.
But at the
dark
moment
around
you
us as
can't
well.
tell what. Not super dark, but dark enough that right now you can't be like, I know what that is in the wall and I know what that is in the wall.
I'll start walking towards one of them.
I'll
Left or
follow,
right?
but as I
Right. Because babies are
Okay.
always right. Consistency.
So,
I'll follow, and then
you head into
cast lights.
next 5-foot square. Cool. You head into this next 5-foot square of the map, which Brumdrum is just holding in front of. You can see, set into the wall, is a large stone slab. And as you're looking at it, these lights above Detritus. And you can see etched onto the stone slab are the words Rosavalda Durst.
Do you remember who that is? I think that's the wife.
Is that the way for the daughter.
Can we somehow reach back into our memories to see if we can play for the daughter?
Sure, if you're like actively trying to remember, I'll say make an intelligence check. I was gonna give you the answer, but let's bring it down to a check.
I know it's not the name of the baby.
I was about to say I'd reason that you're both intelligent enough, but I think Brumdrum has like
He brings the average down.
dumb waves that cancel everything out.
I can't seem to remember. Got a 4.
Well, it's probably important.
4.
I got a 6.
What did you get? I mean, it's not super hard to remember considering you were just told, like, upstairs. You struggle for a bit, but Brumdrum would possibly just about remember, because you had narrowed it down to 2 options. It is
Okay,
the
that's what I
daughter.
thought, but
Nice.
That's what Jared thought, just to clarify.
Yeah.
I remember.
Brumdrum.
It's a
doesn't
special
fucking-
boy.
Yeah, he certainly is. Alright. Alright, and is that it, like, on the wall? It's just that?
Looks like it.
Alright. I'll go to the other one.
Okay, so you head down to the other side, and again, another stone slab, and this one says Thornabolt Durst.
Ooh, that's the brother.
You're dead now.
That it is.
Very dead. Well, alright, I don't really know what this is for, but a weird little hallway.
Yeah. Let's head back. There's more to explore.
Okay, so you head back to the intersection. So if we imagine, because presumably it would have been your thought process is knowing you two, you head back to the intersection and immediately turn so you're facing the way you were before. So now your options are left or straight on, or back the way you came.
Let's go straight, Brumdrum. I think something over there tells me that we might find the chanting.
Alright, works for me.
Cool. The green text on D&D Beyond gets quite hard to read sometimes. It's those hyperlinks. So, you head straight for about 10 feet, and it opens up into a wide room. It is about 20 foot square. No, it's not. It's 15 by 20 foot, so it's 15 foot long, 20 foot wide. And you can see there is a plain wooden table flanked by long benches. You can see mouldy humanoid bones lying strewn about on the dirt floor, and in the middle of what would be the south wall, according to the compass, is a darkened alcove that your light does not seem to illuminate.
I'll immediately start ritually casting gentle repose on all the bones. I'll gather them into a pile if need be, and just start doing that right away.
Okay. You start gathering bones.
And then do we have a small little picture to help imagine?
We do, yes. Apologies. I just realised I do have a picture of this one. I didn't have of the tunnels, but I should do of this one. I do. So, on the right-hand side in the middle... on the right-hand side in the middle of the map, or middle of the right-hand side of the map is the better way of saying it, is that darkened alcove.
Okay. And that's where he's doing gentle repose. Okay.
And you've come in from the top of the room.
Okay.
And and it's
Oh,
dark
it's
in that
roasting.
one single square to the right.
Is there anything on the tables, or it's just completely blank?
It looks pretty empty. There was a few bones on it, but you see Brumdrum like sweep them off and add them to his pile.
Okay, and then Detritus will walk over to the so coming down into that area on the left-hand side if they're facing towards the table. There's a small little divot. It doesn't look like it goes any further, but Detritus will walk over there.
Yeah, so that's the bit that's dark.
Okay.
So, as you head over to it, the lights begin to illuminate, and you can see the shadows like falling away as you reach it, and you can see. Let me grab a description.
600
You can
vampires.
see-
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long does General Repose take, Jared?
I believe
It takes as long as it
Ritual.
takes.
casting stuff, I think usually takes 10 minutes plus the level. So I think it would
Mhm.
take 12 minutes.
Okay.
So,
Sorry about the shakies.
you can see this kind of small-ish grub-like creature. Two big beady black eyes. It looks thin and shriveled, and as you're looking at it, the light starts to illuminate the alcove, and it kind of shrinks back, and you're like, what's this? And it looks up at you, and you can see the mouth peels back, and there's the circular row of teeth, and these tentacles start to out of its face. And at that point, we cut back to Duke and Dude.
Oh.
So I don't think these people really are that bad.
Well,
They're just like, as Dude slides another card into the timbers. And
I mean, yeah,
you're just
they can't,
casually walking around.
be that
This is
bad
why you
if
don't
there's
split
a
the party, Joshua.
There's a couple beds here that probably at one time were pretty comfy, even though I gotta admit I wouldn't want to stay in this basement with these house as being a guest of this house.
I'm gonna throw this out there. As a goblin, I am concerned about the level of mold.
Well, that's I've only met besides you. Actually, no, you're the only goblin I've met, so I'm gonna say that's a pretty big mold problem then.
I'm gonna say though, your goblin for someone who hasn't had hands-on experience is flawless, dude. Great.
Well, I was an educated man in my youth, and for some reason, my dad liked to always think that goblin was the language that needed to be known for the future.
Well, if I may, your dad obviously also liked the party.
Yeah, and in goblin, Duke will respond. That he did, and that's what killed him.
That's what kills us all, says he puts
Party.
his hand on his fist on a hip and strikes a pose. This sounds great. Yeah. Death by party.
So
there is a singular exit out of the room you're currently
No, we're
in.
gonna just fuck around in this room while the other people die. I think is
Yeah.
what we were. No, I'm sorry.
let us roleplay match.
Technically that's what I'm saying, there's two exits technically. There's one behind the way you came, or there's another one that you can see on the
Kinda,
map
yeah.
I sent to Discord.
Just like south
It's the
and
top.
over from the table.
Does
Yeah.
do my goblin ears hear any change in the direction of the chanting?
Same with my lion ears.
No.
Does it feel like
You do
it's,
pick up a very faint
permeating?
we like to party. We like to party. We like to party.
Where is it? Where?
So
Yeah, no, it's just omnipresent is the word I was looking for about
Yeah,
20
that's
seconds
what I was.
there.
That's what I was. That's why I just stopped trying. I was so glad when you said something that was distracting.
I was about to say omnipotent, but that's not the right one.
Yeah.
as Duke's kind of just meandering around the room, just
Omnipresent?
kind of
No.
looking around, he'll say to
Omnipresent, yeah.
dude. So, dude, what exactly, dude, I haven't really, seen you, do anything in the scraps we've been in.
What?
Or at least maybe I don't know, I got knocked out. Right? Didn't I? Or I fell asleep? I don't
Did that
know.
one armor thing, I made its butt fall out.
That's what I mean, I didn't see you swing anything.
Oh, it's with magic. I just went boom boom.
And he'll spray a wall with a little bit of acid just to show.
Boom boom.
Duke instantly takes like 5 feet worth of steps back. Now, I like to think we're pretty good friends at this point, dude.
Yeah, we're best friends.
So I can trust you not to aim any of those harmful magic spells at my face.
Oh no, I haven't gotten you so far.
You got a point there, okay? Because I'm just gonna say this, and I'll say this once. If I happen to get hit by any magic spells that cause me to be hurt, I may lose control and can't be held accountable for my actions.
That's fair. It's a fair statement. Oh, what if we need you to lose your temper? Huh?
You could just ask.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's an
Is that-
option, I'll go with that option.
Because here's my secret. I'm always angry.
Mine is, I'm always partying.
All right, so we will move forward to a direction that is different than the one we came from, I would assume, because we've already...
Never look back, Duke. Never look back.
That's
Yep.
the way I was
So,
raised.
you enter into, wait for it,
Bum, bum.
another room.
Is it
Of
moldy?
the beholder.
So, you enter into this place.
I really hope that we continue the trend of we never go into the interesting spaces. That's my goal for Dude.
Well, you can
No, I'm
see
not
a
complaining. I think it's
4-foot diameter well shaft with a 3-foot high stone lip, which looks a lot like a well.
Wow.
There's a wooden
Classic.
there's a wooden bucket hanging from a rope and pulley mechanism bolted to the crossbeams above the well, and you can see 5 alcoves. So, you know,
Okay,
you can kind of picture how much of the map I have sent you can see. You can see 5
Alright.
alcoves and then like a 6th one
So a very important
That
thing that
seems
needs
to-
to happen.
tunnel out.
Dude needs to find some caterpillars or something because I can't waggle any eyebrows because I didn't draw any on him. And that.
Just use Patty's tail as a monobrow.
Well, I thought about that, but I think
You don't want to lift a possum's tail.
No.
I mean, you've seen his ears. You've seen what she does to him. Just no. I'm gonna put in an order for woolly caterpillars, please, DM.
Duke is gonna
We'll
start
see.
moving towards that well in the center. Well,
It'll just be 2 leeches
looks like,
stuck to your face.
this
Okay.
place has got some running water at least.
I did.
So,
We'll start looking
are
for the
you
well.
looking into the well?
Yeah.
Yes. Please.
Well. You peer over the side, and it seems to descend about 30 feet into a water-filled cistern. And as you peer over, you can see there's like some sort of shape against the wall of the well, and you're trying to figure out what it is. And as you do, this hand slowly stretches up and reaches for your face, and I'd like you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, I'm sure.
Both of us are just
As whoever's looking into the well.
motherfucker.
Wait, how tall was the well? Did you say it was 3 feet tall?
Yeah, it's
I
3
can't be
foot
looking
high.
over it. I'm going.
That's
Dude is trying
You just
to
see
pull
this
himself
hand
up.
slowly emerging.
that's a big natural one, but plus the modifier.
Hey,
that makes-
same! I also got a natural one.
Nice.
So altogether it was 6.
They
Let me check the
accidentally
strength
high-fived.
modifier. Let me check the strength modifier for this, and what's your strength mod?
Plus 5. Or, well, for saving
Plus
throw.
5. No, just your modifier
Oh, plus
for strength. Plus 3. Cool. So this skeletally thin, emaciated ghoul essentially is reaching up for you, and you just grab hold of the wrist as it's like inches from your face, trying to pull you into the well, and just lift it up and out and drop it on the side.
Well, I didn't think we were gonna go fish,
Exactly.
but there we go. And I'll toss. Is it still moving
And
to the side?
yes, it is. Can you
Push it!
roll initiative, please?
Oh darn! I was gonna say.
And as we're doing initiative for the ghoul, how about we get Brumdrum Detritus and the emaciated carrion crawler in on that action as well? It's Dragon Ball Z time, where we're flicking between 2 different fights in 2 different areas. Who's gonna go Super Saiyan first?
It's gonna
Well,
take 6 episodes.
dude will, of course, start with his battle cry of "Ah!" with an initiative of 8. So
Nice.
ready, with his cantrips, because that's what he has, and his trick dagger.
And Brumdrum.
Natural 20 for a total of 21.
Okay. And Duke.
10.
10. And boom, smooth transition to fight music.
I got a 21, by the way.
Yes, I saw. So, seeing as it actually worked fairly well for the final fight of Chapter 1, Detritus and Brumdrum, you both have the same initiative, so I will allow you to either decide who goes first or act simultaneously.
All right. So when that thing popped up, Detritus says, "This thing looks friendly." And then he looks over back at Brumdrum. And
Oh, sorry, it's
basically,
more of a...
with me saying that, I ran over to Brumdrum, so I used my movement to go over towards Brumdrum.
Okay, it will get an attack of
Am I
opportunity.
done?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll say probably, because he was like slowly... He looked at the table first, and then he went over. So yeah,
Okay.
we'll call it done with gentle repose. Will be nice, the party has been split. So, it does get an attack of opportunity if you're running away from it.
Mhm. Yep.
So, it gets... See, the one thing I always can never decide what to rule. With an attack of opportunity, if they have multi-attack, they get multi-attack on the attack of opportunity, right? It's the same with extra attack for players.
Is it not
No,
just
it's
an
it's just a
attack
single
action?
attack, I thought.
No, it's just an attack. Multi-attack is when
Oh,
you use the
fair
attack
enough.
action.
Yeah,
Yes.
'cause it's an
Leave.
attack of opportunity. Is a
Yes,
active-
that's the word.
Fair enough. Well, you guys can no longer use extra attack for your attacks of opportunity then.
Oh, darn. That's not a thing I was doing. Not effective.
So,
Just take ward
as
mastery. You'll be fine.
you start running away, it rolls... My brain's not doing maths right now, hold on. It just completely... Mitch.exe stopped working.
File not found.
Holy crap, your armor is 19?
Yes.
He is Metal Man.
So yeah, you
Words
you
should
start
be-
running away and you can feel like these tentacles slurping on your...
Lightly grass, lightly lightly
metal.
fly.
As it just caresses your back.
Slorp, slorp.
And you do reach Brumdrum,
Right.
as you are both
How big is
acting
this thing?
simultaneously. So that's Detritus's movement gone,
And then bonus action, I
as you did have to
bring
go
up my
around the
arm.
table.
Yeah. Bonus action, bring up my arm and show Brumdrum. Look, it likes me.
There's just like some
Just hanging
slurp
out.
marks along the side.
Now I have
I'll
a
allow that as a
familiar.
free action.
Right.
It's still in the
I'm
alcove. It didn't manage to
uh,
grab hold of him.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll like it. I'll fully like tap your shoulder, and then like as if I was climbing over the ropes, I'll like do a cool power slide over the table, towards
Nice.
Crawler, and then
Make an acrobatics check to power slide with
oh,
coolness.
Jesus.
Jesus.
You know when they like vault over the hood of a car.
When you want to be cool,
Can
but
I
the
use
DM calls for a
athletics?
roll.
Sure.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Well, yeah. There has to be a roll to allow the coolness. We
Performance.
want to see how uncool you will be.
I got
Roll
an
for
18.
pizzazz. Ooh. That's pretty pizzazz.
18. Yeah, you slow-mo, 4 different camera angles.
And then, okay, so that's my movement, and then I will, for a bonus action, I'll light up my club with Shillelagh, and then I'll beat the shit out of this crawler. That
We need to
He
hear
just,
you
like,
say
stops and
shillelagh
goes,
with Brumdrum's
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh. Oh,
Sweet, roll to hit.
alright. Roll production value, I love it. Time to
The amount of copyright strikes we get on these videos for the Darkest Dungeon music.
What music? What?
That is a 16 to hit
16
and
hits.
5
Shillelagh.
magical damage.
Nice. You. And it's not moving. You're like, hey, I killed it, and then it like slowly inflates back up again as much as it was, and just with the tentacles.
Now you made it mad.
With a slight as it gets crushed.
And that's all I can do, so
Detritus,
I'm
you doing
just
anything with your
standing.
action?
I think Detritus is a little confused of whether that thing is an enemy or a friend right now. So I think he's going to pass on his action currently.
Okay.
Oh, you could
You
use
can
brain.
hold it if you'd like.
Okay. I'll instead I'll basically try to see if I can know what kind of species it is. Do that.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Nature.
Ish.
Yeah.
Let you go.
Got a 19.
19. You pull out your Volo's Guide to
Oh.
Monsters.
Oh,
Start
slim.
flipping through. It looks like, I mean, the picture shows them a lot bigger, a lot fatter. So it looks like a very starved carrion crawler.
Okay. Now, with me gaining that understanding, do I know that they are typically angry, hostile type creatures, or?
I mean, they often
kind
might be,
creatures?
but this one does look very, very hungry. So, even if it normally wouldn't be, it's hungry.
All right. So then Detritus basically, if he can, just tells Brumdrum what it is.
Okay. You're just like, hey, it's a carrion crawler.
I'm gonna beat
Bro-
the shit out of
Brumdrum's like-
this Karen.
All right, and that's me.
And with that, back to the other room, where Duke's dropped a ghoul on the floor and is just like, hey, what do we do with it now? And he just staggers to his feet and is just gonna stumble forwards and swipe at Duke for fishing him out of the whale. Nice. That's a 9 to hit.
That's a big fat miss.
So the hand just like swipes at you and you just push it out the way. Stop.
You can
Dude,
stop that.
Stop.
Stop it. Stop it.
No. Bad. It is your turn. Duke and Dude is up next.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how frail does this thing look?
Like a 7-ish.
So 10 being super frail. Okay.
He's pretty thin and starved.
And I'm not gonna waste. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my last rate on him. So I'm gonna take.
With like a 1 being the animated armor that you fought, that you punched and it just did nothing. And a 10 being like Yuri in the last fight we had.
To grab weapons, that will be.
You can do that as part of the attack action.
Okay, sweet.
You can do it as part of the attack action.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna
Just
reach off to my side.
unsheath and swing.
I'm gonna unsheath one battle axe I have on my right hip and swing at him. Hand axe, sorry.
A battle axe or a hand? I was gonna say, if you have a battle axe on your hip.
No, I have a great axe and I have 2
Cool.
hand axes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do my
Roll to
one.
hit.
That's a 13
Hits.
for mother. 5
Duke's
points
just
of
like,
slashing.
stop swiping at me, you're gonna make me angry. Fine!
Yeah, swinging right at the arm that's swiping at me.
Cool.
5 points of slashing damage.
How much damage?
5.
5 points of slashing damage.
And then bonus action, would I be able to pull my other hand axe with 2 weapon fighting?
I normally say no because I don't think you can, because that's also part of the dual wielder feat, is being able to draw
That's
stow 2 weapons when you'd normally do 1.
Conflict interaction.
I was gonna say I'll just use the last bit to get my other hand axe drawn and ready. And then
Yeah, I'll say like I'd allow it to be drawn but
Okay,
not
I'm
used,
totally fine
I
with
guess.
dude, why don't you run back and grab the other guys? I think I can hold off Skelly McSkelly face here.
As the flesh is like dripping off his face.
You sure you don't want me to just pew pew and do we both go?
I'll leave it up to you. You seem like a pretty good judge of what you can do.
Well, now I feel like if I go pew pew, you're gonna think that I doubt your abilities. So I don't want that. I don't want this to come between us as friends.
I'm trusting you as a friend to make your own judgment calls. I was just.
I wouldn't normally allow this much communication between turns, but I'll allow it. So, dude, what are you doing?
Dude, not wanting to offend his very large meat shield of a friend, will glance between the lion man and the decaying person monster a couple of times, and then shrug and dash back, following his cards towards, hopefully, towards people.
So, from the well, you get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Scroll across the map. 50, 55, 60. 60 would get you to the base of the stairs which led into the room with the square table.
Alright, well, that is where dude will be, and then he'll just call out with his piercing. Definitely carries because higher pitched things do. It may not carry that far, but it does carry.
It does carry. 100%. Cool.
Everybody in my house hates me right now.
And the camera follows this echoing scream and ends up back in the room with the other two as the carrion crawler rears up at Brumdrum as he lifts up his shillelagh and is going to make 2 attacks. Let's use my DM die and my Halador Isles die.
Oh, you're dead.
The first attack is a 19 to hit.
I'll do.
And the second attack is a 22 to hit.
That'll do, donkey, that'll do.
So, with the tentacles, which lash towards your face, you take 3 poison damage.
Ow.
And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy, oh boy. Is this how this works? It is. 21.
Okay, so for a brief second you can feel all of your muscles instantly seize up. You shake it off, you're a big boy. You can handle yourself. And as it realizes you're not quite frozen, the mouth just unravels into this large circle with rows and rows of teeth, and it lunges forwards and bites at you. And that one had hit, so it is 7 piercing damage.
Ow.
As you just watch as it around Brumdrum's head. And it is your turns, Detritus and Brum.
Alright, so I would say after Detritus seen that creature attack Brumdrum, yeah, he felt... In that moment, he felt and made the decision that his friend Brumdrum was more important than the creature.
Wow,
And,
so touching.
No problem, anytime. And then, basically, you see his eyes turn red, and his voice ends up changing into battle mode activated, and then he takes out his long sword. And then, how far? He's not that far from me. He's like, I'm right next to him, right? When that happened.
You'd moved to the other side of the room, which
Okay, so
means it's from where you are 5, 10, 15 feet, but there is a table in the way, which I would count as difficult terrain unless you go around it.
All right, so going around it, right?
Going around it would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25
All right, so I'll
feet.
just go around it.
So you can still do it
Yeah,
with
go
your
around it
movement.
with my movement, and attack it with my my longsword.
Ugly, ugly. As it latches onto Brumdrum's head. It's like Cell with the tail, just...
So it's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that
and
hits.
It's a 11 points of damage, slashing damage.
So you channel your inner Ethan Thorne. Unfortunately, you get no sneak attack just for trying to be like him. But you swing and you watch as it detaches from Brumdrum's head.
You go okay, Brumdrum.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. And then I'll bash it with my shillelagh again.
It's just like saliva dribbling down his head.
Oof, that's only a 7 to hit. I'm doubting that's gonna hit.
That does not hit. So you go straight into like the side of its midsection, and it just
Does that help? I think I don't think I have any other like bonus action.
Either of you taking a bonus action?
Bear with me one moment.
I don't think so.
Well.
Yeah, nah.
Yuki.
I'm sorry, I thought I had
In that case.
bear with me. I thought I had a some type of advantage, not advantage, but I was able to hit it again with my sword if I'm using a 1, or was that a bonus hit? Never mind, I think that would have been just a bonus. Alright, no, we're good.
Okay. In that case, we pan back through the walls to where Duke is duking it out with the ghoul, who swings at him again. And that is 13 to hit.
Miestas.
So again, it just swings at you. You just catch the wrist, and presumably swing back with your axe.
And
Like
I
you
will
catch the
use-
wrist with the inside of one of the other axes and swing with the first.
Yeah, I'll block it. I'll just knock it away with like 1x, and instantly swing at that same arm that I just blocked first.
Mhm.
Actions. For 9 to hit.
Does not hit. Which is why I was about to say, if you've just pushed an arm away, swinging at it, terrible idea.
Okay.
So
It
you
works.
swing
It
across
works.
your body as its arm is
Totally
flying away,
whipping
and you're
it.
like, whoops.
Totally whipping it. Looks around. No one's there. Okay, good. No one saw that. And
You
bonus.
do
action
have
to
both
whip
out, and you're 2-weapon fighting.
for dirty 22.
Yep, that hits straight into the side of its abdomen.
For 5 points of damage.
Nice, nice, nice.
And
as you
that will-
Pull the axe out with a... Some of the inside starts spilling out, and you can just hear it. Hungry!
Well, maybe you should eat something, just not me. And I'll.
Does that end your
my
turn?
Yeah.
Cool. Dude.
Right. Continues running, I think, is the
Right,
last command he was
upstairs.
given. Yep.
You run upstairs. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 40 feet brings you to the intersection, which splits off left, right, and straight forwards.
All right. Well, I know which way I came from because cards.
Yeah,
But I
you've
don't know where
run
they
past
went.
the way you came from, and this is new territory now.
Oh, all new. Okay. Ah! Oh. Right. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
You head right, 45. It splits left and right, 5 foot either way. For Lindsay's reference, it's the exact same place that Brumdrum and Detritus were in before. Which was the 2 stone slabs.
All right.
So you're in basically a small alcove right now, and there's left or right, or back the way you came.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna get real fancy here. And I'm just gonna say if it's under 20, I go left, and if it's under 10 and under, left. 11 to 20, right. And I'm going right. So I got 13.
Okay.
Right.
You head right, and you reach a dead end. You turn and look, there is a stone slab in the wall which says Rosavalda Thorn.
Hey, that's the
Rosavalda
girl.
Thorn, Rosavalda Durst. Just instantly.
That's the daughter.
And then Patty
Yeah.
bites him
And
very
as
hard
a
on the
fairly
ear for
smart
his-
dude, as a fairly smart dude, you'd probably reason this might be some sort of crypt.
Well, then dude's gonna just hang right there because now he's distracted by something. But that's all he can do. Next.
Okay.
Sorry, every time
In
I
that
do the
case, we
voice,
head
I
back
see
to
you
the
grab
carrion
your ears, and I
crawler.
feel so bad.
So really quickly, I know we're still in that.
Who, me?
Like every time you're like, "Arr."
Oh no, that's me adjusting my earphones. It's all good.
Just want to make sure that I'm saying this correctly here. So with my attack of the longsword, since I'm proficient with the longsword, I get the proficiency bonus added to that. So that's my strength plus proficiency. That's why I got the 5. And then
That's to hit.
And then the damage
Is your
plus
strength bonus.
but then I believe I get a +2 damage because of my dueling ability as a feature.
Ah, yes.
So I'm trying to think if that was added or not automatically with that roll.
It would have been added
Okay.
automatically with D&D
All right,
Beyond.
Cool. Just want to make sure.
They do all the maths for
That's
us.
hard, isn't it?
It is.
It is.
So, Carrion Crawler's turn.
As a reaction, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Yep.
Does.
As a reaction, when a creature you can see
That was a natural 1 for a
starts its
second,
turn
but it
within 10
was...
feet of you, you can use your reaction to deal 1d4 necrotic damage to it.
Nice.
Nice. That is a 10 total. It was on a natural 1 for a second, and then rolled onto a 7.
10 is a fail, so
Yeah.
How much necrotic damage?
4.
Nice.
Okay, now you can take your turn. I just,
Now you know.
If it survives.
Now you can do it, yeah. So, he's going to... yeah, you've done more damage, so he'll hit you with the tentacles. No, he won't. No, he will not. So the tentacles just like down Detritus's chest.
It's too weak.
And seeing that not succeed, he'll try and bite you. And it just down the metal as the teeth scrape. He's just playing.
I will not forgive you.
It is both of your turns once more, Detritus and Brum.
As soon as that happened, basically, Detritus will. Can I bonus action shove it? Push it off because you said it's like just touch my chest, right?
Yeah, so like mechanically no, but if it's just like a little flavor shove, then you could do
so
that
it'll
for
be
free.
a flavor shove and then an attack.
Yeah, just to kind of like push it back a couple of inches, as opposed to the actual shove, which is trying to shove them prone.
Yep.
and I'm just gonna swing at it with the club again.
So
One
both of
track
you are
mind, it's
swinging
just
from
one
each side.
All right, so I got a 13 to hit.
I got a 10
13
to hit.
just hits.
And that's 12 slashing damage.
And what did you get, Brumdrum?
10 to hit. I don't think that hits.
That does not. So, Detritus, how would you like to kill this carrion crawler?
So, Detritus with the flavor shove, kind of like a small little flavor shove, and saying the fact that he
You
wouldn't
push it back in it.
give it, and just kind of side swipes this the long sword straight down from its mouth all the way down to the back tail.
Oh, nice. It opens like a pretty flower with a which dude would probably hear carrying up the corridor.
You might even say carrion up the corridor.
Yes. And with that, back to the ghoul. Little green ghouls, buddy. And he's just going to continue swiping. That hits. He matches your armor
What is
class.
it,
It's a
Vic?
15.
Okay. That's okay.
It's alright, it's only 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. Only, he says.
He says, knowing full well that it's not only. You take 7 points of slashing damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Jesus Christ. Hold on. 7 points of damage. That changes. And a Constitution save.
Mm-hmm.
That is... Motherfucker! Natural 1 for
What'd
a
you
total
get?
of 6. Natural 1 for a total of 6.
Amazing! You feel every muscle in your body instantly seize up, and you are now paralyzed for a minute. As this ghoul just swipes at you and... Hungry! It is your turn.
That's why I
At
can't.
the
Can I
end
try
of
it?
your turn... At the end of your turn, you can repeat the saving throw.
Okay, well, I will repeat the saving throw.
Oh man.
9 total.
What'd you get? 9. You are still paralyzed.
Fucker.
Dude! You hear this scream echo up the corridor towards you.
Okay, shove a card in between the crypts and then take off towards the screen.
Okay, and with 5, 10, 15 feet of movement, you enter into the room to watch Detritus disembowel a carrion crawler.
I'm also there.
So that was 15 feet of your movement. What would you like to do?
In a rush of words.
Okay, good, you killed that. Good job. All right, I need you to go this way because there's a coming after Duke, and we should get it.
And there's nothing for him. He puts his firebolt fingers away. He holsters his fingers. Yep. And spins on his heel.
Dude's fancy fire fingers.
I'm gonna change that right now.
Those aren't fire fingers. These are fire fingers.
And that is what dude is doing. Is just running around screaming, trying to
Okay.
be helpful.
Are you running straight back using the rest of your movement and your action, or are you just staying where you are?
He will stay where he is at to make sure that the other people understood what he meant by rah rah rah, because he has been around
Cool.
Brumdrum long enough to know.
Detritus and Brum, it is your
Just tell
turn.
Brumdrum it's a baby.
And then go ahead, I'll let you go.
Okay. See, if you had said there's a ghoul, I would have been like, there's no threat. But an
Okay.
RRR,
Yeah,
that's
That's
scary.
a big threat.
yeah.
So I'm sprinting. full
Yeah, and he's making
speed.
claw fingers, like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, he's in trouble. I saw him get beat up by like a weird ghost that was really easy to fight, so I don't imagine this is better. I just sprint down the hallway.
Okay. So, dude is technically currently blocking one part of the hallway, but you can squeeze past.
I am small.
Dude is pretty small.
I vault.
I am
Yeah.
actually
I don't
small.
squeeze past, I vault over.
Yeah. I don't.
Make an athletics check.
A boot to the face. Dude eyes.
15.
15. Yeah, it is kind of, you go for the vault and you realize you don't have enough height, so there is that kind of moment of boot on the face, kick off dude, and carry on running.
Maddie gets knocked
so,
off. She's pissed.
That would have been 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet of movement gets you just past the intersection, and if you're using your action to dash, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you to the top of the staircase that dude just came from, so you can see that room with the square table.
Okay.
And you can see, like, as you're going, there are cards lining the walls with the spades pointing.
Oh, arrows, nice.
Because you do have a high enough passive perception to notice that, because dude would have left it obviously enough for you guys to be able to follow.
Team
Because
player.
dude does seem like the kind of goblin who would put something, like, this has happened a few times, and the first few times you would try, like, oh, I'm gonna hide it so other people can't find it, and then you lost it. That's the kind of goblin dude seems like. So Detritus,
Yeah,
you watch Brumdrum
Yep.
sprint and vault over dude.
So then Detritus basically, after killing that thing, turns around and Duke kind of sees his Detritus's eyes red. Sheath my longsword. I start running towards, doing the same thing. I use my action to, or I use my movement to run. Now 30 feet. I'm gonna use my action to grapple dude so I can take him with me.
Sure, dude,
And
are you
then-
going to freely let this happen?
I'm doing this all out of instinct, like action.
As you see Detritus run and, like, reach out to grab you, would you allow the grabs?
Yes.
Lindsay?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. I was thinking. I had
So-
to think about, like, would he
Yeah.
actually be okay with it? I
Yeah,
have
So
yeah.
last
multiple
second,
small characters. I had to figure out
Yeah.
which one how he felt about it.
last second,
So-
dude is just like, yeah, I'm cool with it. Up.
Yep.
And Detritus runs, picks
And
up
you just
dude.
That whole,
charge.
Yeah.
Charlie
Yeah.
Chaplin scene, waiting
And then-
for someone to come by, grabs it.
Yeah.
And
There's like
then
an
you-
internal debate behind his eyes, like, how do I feel? I don't want to die.
So then
Like, you
Detritus
lift up an
basically-
arm, Detritus grabs you, you grab Patty.
And then Detritus will use second wind to use dash to run the rest of the way.
Second wind or action surge?
I think it's action surge.
Action
Second
surge is the extra action, second wind is
wind.
regaining health.
That's what I meant to say.
Okay,
Thank you.
so you reach the same point as Brumdrum. You just hear big stomps coming behind you. You turn and look back. He's got dude tucked under his arm. Dude's got Patty tucked under his arm. He's just storming towards you, just... Sweet. Ghoul! Need to double check the rules on
It's-
paralysis.
Pretty sure he has advantage.
It
He
might
do, I
be
just need to
crit
double check.
hits.
Or
That's
yeah,
what I
or
needed to check. You are incapacitated when you're paralyzed,
So
which
is it
I
advantage
do
and then it's a crit
believe...
hit? Or is it auto crit? I can't
Oh no,
remember.
incapacitated just means you can't take actions or reactions. Paralyzed, you automatically fail strength and dex saves, attack rolls have advantage. Yeah, it is an auto crit. Because he's within 5 feet. So. Oh.
Don't
Oh.
like my fire fingers.
Don't like it. Oh. I don't
Oh.
like it. Oh. Don't like it.
22 to hit. So you can still hear, you just can't move, so you just hear hungry as he bites into your throat.
Ooh.
It is the sadness.
So that's what, 40? Like 46s now?
Yes, I forgot to roll the extra 2d6. That's
Damn
what-
it!
Oh, you.
Yeah, both of those extra ones came up as ones.
Oh,
So I got 6, 5, 1, 1.
So 13.
That's incredible. So yeah, +2.
So 15 total.
So 15 piercing damage. as a ghoul bites into your throat.
Blood.
Lucky it's not a
gushing fucking
vampire,
out
eh?
of my throat right now.
Yeah, he just tears a chunk
I-
out and just swallows.
Tasty.
It is your turn. You can repeat the saving throw.
Does a 16 beat the fucking save?
It do. So the pain and the adrenaline starts coursing through your body, and instantly the muscles unlock, and you.
Like I let out the loudest roar of pain. You guys can easily hear it, I feel.
The walls of the tunnel are shaking.
And that ends my turn. Because that happens at the end of my turn, right?
Wow.
Yes, it does. Dude, it is your turn. Your legs are not on the ground, so you can't move.
Can I?
Drop me!
Tritus releases.
Drop me. Okay.
Yeah, and my legs are already pumping. So like as soon as I hit the.
That's how you stop yourself falling flat on your face. That's what rights
Yeah,
you
yeah.
as you're falling. So it looks like you're just running on thin air.
How
Um,
does 30 feet get me anywhere
So-
productive?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, no. 35, 40, 45. 45 gets you back into the room. With the whale.
Well, then that is what I shall do, and just go ahead and move me the last 15 feet to my buddy.
Okay.
And
What's that, Duke? Duke's fighting something near a well? Yeah, so you come sprinting into the room just in time to see this zombie essentially just grab hold of him and just tear a chunk out of his throat, and he roars.
and that will be it, because my sweet little wizard doesn't have any helpful bonus actions.
Detritus and Brum. The walls shake as the lion roars.
I need to multi him into bard.
Sounds like the start of a D&D puzzle. The walls shake as the lion roars.
This
The
guy
goblin-
seems to get beat
The
up
crow
a lot.
flies and the eagle soars.
The goblin pisses itself.
What is the answer?
Addy.
Always.
Can we get to the room with just movement? With 30 feet?
Yeah, so, no, not just movement, so same as Dude, it would be 45 feet of movement would take you to the room.
Okay.
Enough to be able to see what's going on, and then the last, I mean, even 10 feet would get you right next to the action.
I guess I'll do that then.
And same, I'll follow.
Ookie dookie.
But I'll actually
So
not-
that is
I
your
won't get
actions
into
and your
melee.
movement.
I will stay out of melee of the ghoul.
Cool. So you guys all come in just in time to see him finish roaring and just clutching at his throat as blood's just
Squirting out.
spurting out, and Dude is now screaming.
Falling on my knees.
Dude's
fists in
screaming, the
air.
lion's roaring. It's a cacophony. I can't decide which would be worse, this room or the room that you guys went into with the shrieker mushrooms. Probably the shriekers. There was 30 of them and it's like 300 feet worth of noise.
Spoiler.
Ghoul's turn. He doesn't care about anything else, he's hungry.
Of course he is.
And that is a 13 to hit, so he tries to swipe at you again with the claws, seeing that you're now moving again. And you're just... No! Not again. It is your turn, and
Hey,
Dude is up next.
Dealing with the immense pain from his bite. Duke just cannot keep his composure, and I would like to rage for my bonus action.
Dookie dookie. I told you someone would go Super Saiyan.
And actually going to... let's see. Yeah. Swipe at him with my one free hand axe.
Mm-hmm.
As a reckless attack.
Ooh.
So that's
Which does also give him advantage to hit you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why it's so reckless.
Natty 20. Just kidding. I got a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's plus 2. So 9 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I'll...
He's
as I
looking
swing
pretty
at him-
beat up.
Oh, of course, not dead yet. And as I swing at him, I'll be like, Leonins are friends, not food.
At this point, most of the ghouls' insides are now outsides. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. Dude. As you're shaking your fists at the sky, you hear Leonins are friends, not food.
Alright. And my little fingers light up in angriness. So that's a thing. And bad! That is fire. Oh. Oh my gosh. Sorry, wrong character. Yes. Oh. For some reason I had my druid pulled up. So I'm going to help. I'm not help anybody right now. I give up on that. I'll do it this way. Oh, it automatically hits. No, it doesn't. I'm crazy. That's a different spell. Does a 13 hit it? Yeah?
Yes.
No? 9 points of fiery finger damage.
Would you like to describe your kill?
Yeah. So in a panic and in rage and sorrow, dude points a finger, pulls his thumb to cock back the fiery goodness, and really a lackluster little stream of fire comes out. You would expect it to be better, but when it hits, that's when the magic happens. So it's like a little stream that like hits, and then like nothing happens, and then there's like a glow that starts in the center of the chest of the ghoul, and then it just like explodes, and there's like viscera everywhere. It's great.
Nice.
Gunark would love it.
And the ghoul explodes.
Got it!
And Duke's neck continues to...
I'm still not a healer.
This,
Duke. And
this
then
doesn't... Oh, God.
Detritus' eyes go back from red to regular. He puts his sword away and reaches in his satchel.
like
and the spider
Spider-Man
comes
instant
back out.
kill mode.
And the spider comes back out of his satchel and casts Cure Wounds.
Comes up, sprays some spider web on the...
Disinfects the wound for you, which stings like a bitch. And then sews it back together.
How do I do that?
Oh, you just want to cast it and
Yeah.
right? I will do the type for you. So you can...
Is it this? No.
I will put it on the other server also, because apparently we're just all over the place.
Yeah.
That's why I roll on D&D Beyond. Hashtag sponsorship. Not really.
Please sponsor
I
us.
like the codes. I can do fancy, funny stuff.
Thank you.
So do I.
It's
can be
pretty fun, to be
hilarious.
fair.
Check,
To be fair.
baby.
There it is. All right, heals for 10.
Ooh.
That's a good strong heal.
Yeah, it is.
There's a
That's
good strong
impressive.
heal.
Yeah, it is.
And the spider crawls back
Are your
up into
boots
Detritus's hand and
reinforced? 'Cause
just...
that's a strong heel.
Watching the spider heal. Oh, that's a, Metal Man, I haven't said this enough. That's a fancy little mechanism you got there.
Thank you. He's my favorite.
I would like a picture of this mechanical spider, please. Should it get on Pinterest?
So,
And just to let you guys know, that was my last spell slot. I used one earlier. Cure wounds up on the floor.
with
R.I.P.
being at,
Duke.
like, 12 with Duke being at 12 health points, pretty sure he's going to suggest taking a nap. Very about like 8-hour nap at some point.
So now that you're in the middle of the room, you can see that 5 of the kind of alcovey boys do seem to lead into rooms, like beds, and one leads off somewhere else.
So let's just hide in one of these rooms. We'll flip the bed up to block the door.
It's
and
still like
take one
moldy
shit.
straw mattress and stuff, but
That's gross.
it is a room.
I've slept on a lot worse.
But if you're actually
Well,
heading
I just-
into the room, there is other stuff that not just the bed.
Well, I was going to say before
Home inspection
There
check.
is-
Okay.
Strahd!
before Duke starts going to one of the whichever in the bedroom area that Duke goes to, I want to look back down the well though. Now that
Okay.
the ghoul's out of there.
It's a well.
Okay, is there
empty.
a bucket and a rope? Okay.
Yeah. Wooden bucket hanging.
Is there water down there, or was he just at the bottom?
He was Dark Souls style hanging onto the lip of the well ready for someone to walk near.
Okay.
It's
I wanna lower the
not like
bucket.
the wishing pool where the merfolk were stood near a circle leading into water where there was like 10 underneath just passing up tridents.
Yeah, I want to lower down the bucket and then pull it back out.
Okay. It comes up empty.
Okay. Well, so much for possibly having. Granted, it probably wouldn't have been too clean, thinking that he was in there. But I don't know about you, Mr. Weepy and Metal Man. But, I definitely could use some sleep, especially because this place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
So you head into the room.
I
There is
need some
no
rest as
need
well.
for investigation checks. You do see everything in the room pretty much straight as you walk in. It's not the biggest, and there are multiple rooms, and they do all seem to look the same if you do like a quick sweep of all 5. Each one has a wood-framed bed with a mouldy straw mattress and a wooden chest. Each chest has a rusty iron padlock.
Oh, I got the master key right here. Let me see if there's maybe there's some blankets in there. And I'll swing at the first, just whatever room we're in, I'll swing at the first chest.
I'm honestly, I'm just gonna go in the order of A, B, C. So, are you swinging at the padlock?
Yes.
Roll to hit.
Would it be with advantage because it's technically not moving? I'm totally kidding.
No.
Okay.
Lower is its AC.
15.
15. So apparently iron has an AC of 19.
Damn it!
So you,
Still weak from the neck bite. I just kind of missed.
yeah.
I meant to do that.
You were being careful not to
you-
bust the new stitches.
Yeah.
Cool flavor.
I'm gonna go to the next little, like, the exit of the room a little, like, just kind of peek my head out the
Exactly the same.
exit.
Oh wait, the exit from this room?
Yeah, like,
Oh,
not
right,
where we
okay.
came from, but
So the exit seems to go So it stretches out into another tunnel, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet before coming to like a curve. You can see there's a staircase 10 feet ahead of you and then another one 10 feet from that, so it's not staircase, but it's up slightly and then up slightly more. At the top of the first staircase, so in between the two, the tunnel seems to branch off left. Right, even, not left.
Okay. I'm gonna stealthily start walking that way.
Okay. So what are the rest of you doing?
Dude is doing a home inspection check and going into one of the rooms and looking around.
Okay.
15.
You see a lot of things out of order. Moldy straw for the mattresses.
Yeah, that's a mark.
Rusty iron.
No, that's not gonna pass. Oh, violations.
You're gonna hate me. Eventually. Maybe not yet, but...
But yeah, the room does look pretty much exactly the same as the last room, so bed, chest, padlock.
Alright, well I'll just make sure that dude tells them there's another padlock, or there's a padlocked box. But
every single one of those
is,
rooms, exactly the same.
Yeah. How many cards did dude use? Need
I
to
have
take
no
them
idea.
out of his deck. Oh, come on. You have the map. I don't have the map. Let's see. I will figure it out. Let's see.
It would have been one here, two, probably 3 so far.
Okay. I'm gonna roll to see what they are, and then that's for me. I'm stupid. I'm not stupid.
Okay.
I just like flavor. Leave me alone. That's
So,
Guys, there's a box with a lock.
interesting
I'm still working on this one.
to note, Brumdrum, as you're sneaking down this tunnel, and you reach that midway point between the two staircases, the chanting becomes a little clearer. You still can't make out the words, but you think you might be able to tell roughly where it's coming from.
Does it sound like a baby?
It doesn't sound like a baby.
Does it sound like multiple babies?
It sounds like multiple people. Maybe 1 or 2 of them is a baby, you don't know.
Very young people.
Okay.
But you think you might be able to discern the direction if you tried.
Yeah, I'll try then to
Okay.
see if I can do that.
We could do it either off your passive perception or actively trying on your actual perception. I'll leave it up to
I'll
you.
actively try, I guess.
Roll perception then.
A 15.
15. So, as you're stood at this midway point, the tunnel does open up and go down to the right, or you can go up that next mini staircase, and it does seem like the chanting is coming from the right.
Okay. I'll sneak back
Mhm.
to everyone and relay such information.
So, while he was investigating that, were you guys heading around to any of the other rooms? Because dude had mentioned padlocks in all the other rooms.
I
Yeah.
was swinging at that same padlock again.
So are you
Try to
trying to
go over
break
to,
open all of them?
Until I break the one I'm currently in still.
Okay. So roll again to hit the one you're currently at.
And Detritus will go over to Dude when he mentioned that there's a padlock over there to unlock it.
Yeah, it's right here. You just
Yeah, so you head into the room
Oh,
next
my
door
way.
and you can hear Duke like lightly growling as he's trying to break the first one.
What
you
kind
just
of check was it?
Goop. It is
Yeah. Oh, am I
dexterity check with proficiency, because you're proficient in thieves' tools, are you not?
Yes.
Second
Got a
roll
14.
was 21.
21 will hit. Roll damage. Let me double check the lock DC. What did you roll for your dex
14.
check? 14. You don't manage to pick the lock. It is quite hard.
This one seems
Like-
a little different than the others.
You're nearly there, but you don't quite manage to pick it.
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. It is so nearly broken.
Taking another swing. Just at this time, I'm super upset at it. Like, God, this stupid lock.
And
Roll
Detritus
to
will
hit.
try to continue working on the one he's at.
Roll same check
It's even
again.
worse.
19.
Got a 3.
Nice. This time you basically just reset it back to where it was. You had like 3/4 of the pins done, and then you accidentally undo your work. Duke, what was the roll to hit?
19.
19. Roll
And
damage.
13 points of damage.
You don't even break the lock, you just snap the entire latch
Lock.
straight off the wooden chest.
And I would like to see what's inside, please.
Okie dokie, inside. What's inside? Box number 1. There is a small pouch, which seems to be made of some sort of skin.
Yeah.
You can make a
I open
nature
it.
or medicine check if you want to try and figure out what skin.
Yeah, actually, I'll do that real quick.
Then Detritus says, one more time.
You said nature or medicine?
You know, that might work. 16.
16, you pick the lock.
Finally. There you go, dude.
Thanks.
5 on my nature check.
There's
You
more.
have
in
no
the other
idea what
rooms.
skin this is, but as you pick it up, you do hear a jingle jangle inside.
I would like to open it.
It is 11 gold pieces and 60 silver. Detritus, you open the lid of the chest, and there is a very delicately folded piece of black cloth. And you can see like the vague indents of objects inside the cloth.
Look over at dude. After you.
Poke, poke.
Poke
I
it,
grab
nothing
the-
happens.
All right, pick it up and shake it out.
You shake it out and there's as 3 moss agates roll out of the cloth.
3 what? I apologize.
Moss agates, Agates.
We call them
Little
agates over here.
gemstones, basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
And, dude, in your educated opinion, you estimate they're probably worth about 10 gold each. If you find the right buyer.
Alright. Just we'll liquidate these later.
And I will add that to the notes.
I'll
Dookie dookie.
leapfrog.
Into the next room. Okay. Same thing, chest with an iron padlock.
You know it.
And at this point,
Swing it
Brumdrum returns.
So I think I found the babies that are chanting, although they sound like grown-up babies, which is
As
a
Duke
little
is like
weird.
half in the room.
I'm just. The babies aren't a thing, Mr. Weepy.
How about before we go deal with chanting babies, we revisit my idea of barricading ourselves in one of these rooms and maybe patching up, resting. I'm out of casting spells. Guys, it's exhausting. I don't have much left in me.
I agree with you there, dude. We definitely need a nap. I was just gonna smash some of these chests real quick. See if there's maybe some blankets or some pillows. Because being in the basement, it gets kind of cold down here.
You could just hear the voice drifting out of the room that Duke has now entered.
I think I'll just sit down here. And then Detritus sits down against the wall and just kind of starts going into charge mode.
You've heard at this time while Duke was saying that 2 swings of axes.
I'm just
not
looking
even
for
hitting
blanket.
iron. Not even hitting iron. I tell you what, dude, this will be my last try because I think I'm pretty beat.
Roll to hit.
22.
22 hits. Roll damage.
That's 12 points of damage.
Now,
You, like,
I'm not.
Smash half the lid open.
Enough to open the chest?
I mean, you've taken half the lid off, so yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll look and see what's inside.
You see inside a black leather eye patch with a carnelian sewn into it.
What the fuck is a carnelian?
Again,
Another
it's like another
gemstone.
gemstone.
Okay.
Come on, boys, you gotta know your gemstones for D&D.
Yeah, honestly,
Oh,
guys.
okay.
Start studying.
There's a roll chart. Some spells need
Is
them.
that the only thing that's in there?
That's the only thing that's in there.
Oh, that's pretty fancy.
It does look very fancy, but I don't know if Duke would be able to estimate how much it's worth.
No, and
will
Duke
say-
is fully aware. He's gonna walk over to Dude. In Goblin. So hey, I found this pretty fancy looking eye patch. I don't know. Maybe tell how much it's worth.
All right. I would be happy to.
Again, in the interest of saving time and making life easier instead of making you roll for it, it looks to be worth, again, if you can find the right buyer, probably about 50 gold pieces for the stone.
Okay. Do you want me to hang on to this? Do you want to hang on to it? I've got some other ones that I'm hanging on to. I don't mind. It's whatever. I will say, have you tried to carry around 50 actual gold pieces? This is way better.
I mean, I've carried a lot of stuff before. As you can tell, I'm a pretty stout guy. I can carry quite a bit of weight.
Yeah, but efficiency.
Efficiency is
you
key.
could sew this into like an eye patch, for example, and that's way easier to carry around.
You're right. I'll keep on to it. Who knows? I have a gigantic gouge in my neck. Maybe I'm gonna lose an eye. So who will see?
I like this forward thinking. And by the way,
If you put it on now, it is cursed. It gives you disadvantage on depth perception.
and then just real quick, dude's gonna be like, by the way, I've got these are worth like 10 gold each. They're in my bag. So if I die, you have at it, because I'm not gonna need them. Yeah.
Perfect. I will gladly
there are-
go through your things.
2 rooms left and 2 more chests.
And Metal Man Detritus is already charged.
You hear?
Yeah. Now we're just doing a short, right? We don't have time for a long.
Oh, if you barricade,
You have
we
time for a long if you want.
All right. Well,
can take
for
a long
mine,
whenever.
Barricade
for mine,
shit
it's a 6 hour.
Which
Now, isn't it? Well, I doubt that the people will still be chanting in 8 hours. You know, like that. Like that seems like we should probably maybe interrupt that before they're done doing what they're doing. You know.
So
I mean, it
yeah.
hasn't ceased or changed once since you've been.
I'd do
in
like an
these
Arcana
tunnels.
check to see if maybe it's just like a effect of like maybe
Sure.
maybe there's like a sound system.
Go
and they
for it.
have, like yeah.
It's just Yuri. It's Yuri playing a prank on everyone.
Well, Brumdrum, I know I don't know a lot about the magic chanting stuff, but chanting usually is either some sort of show, entertainment thing, or it's some sort of really long, drawn out process that takes quite a bit. But I'm no master
10.
of the
You have no
art.
idea.
If you couldn't
No,
tell, I have a
but I'm
gigantic
weak.
gouge in my neck. So I'm not ready to fight anybody else. Plus that weird, creepy old lady up in the house kind of fucked with me a little bit. I feel like I need a solid 8 hours before I'm good to go.
Okay. I mean, I suppose that's fine.
Because as we mentioned, the baby is dead.
See, no, I think I believe Detritus said the baby's fine actually. So I don't. He must have information that you don't have because he actually said the baby's fine.
Oh, hey, I could. Do you want me to send Patty to just go have a look?
I mean, I could go have a look. I don't mind doing that.
As all this
You
is happening,
and Patty.
Okay. Alright.
as this is happening, Detritus doesn't really sleep, so he's like inactive, but he sees and hears everything going on as a Warforged.
I'm gonna bring Patty to go investigate this room alone.
Okay.
Detritus is big brother.
So, are you
Watching. Always
heading off down that right-hand corridor where you could hear the chanting coming from?
Patty scurries along.
Barricading up the room the second they start walking away.
Okay. Are you just leaving the other two rooms and immediately going to sleep?
Yes. Because
Okay.
Duke is hurting. At least I am. I'm going to go ahead and wind down next to that.
So, as you're barricading the room, Brumdrum, you head off down that right-hand tunnel.
Patty.
And it goes for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet before reaching another small staircase which goes down a little bit, and then immediately this tunnel banks right and then right again, so you've basically come down and then doubled back on yourself, and you can see a staircase which descends quite far down, and the chanting is definitely coming from down there.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt to stealth and
Okay, it is like a
Make
20-foot long staircase, going down.
it's a 4.
Was that 4 for stealth? Nice.
Very big.
I'm
You're
talking
very
to
big.
Patty the entire time, that's why my
Patty got a
stealth-
16.
I'm like,
16,
"Patty,
nice.
Do you hear anything?
I actually don't know if does Brumdrum know Patty is coming with, because if he doesn't, then Patty has beaten your passive perception and you wouldn't know there's a possum following you.
I mean,
I feel like dude was basically like throwing
Okay,
Patty
so
at,
you'd
like,
know then. So yeah, you're talking to Patty the whole way down.
Familiar.
Dude
and
is
so-
propped up against a wall, zoned
Yeah.
out.
You
watching
guys all head to sleep, and Brumdrum, as you head down these stairs, let me double check the ruling here before I do something that I shouldn't have. Yes, so you make your way down and you come out to area 35. You come out to this large, like, reliquary room from the looks of it. There's all these alcoves and you can see items in these small alcoves, and as the second you step foot into this chamber, pretty much all other sound seems to fade away, and you can now pretty much perfectly make out every single word of this chant, and it's all you can hear, and it's just echoing around you, hoping that this is working. Yeah, can you hear that coming through?
Ooh, spoopy.
I know, right? And all you can hear echoing around you is just the words, "He is ancient. He is the land." And that is where we'll end this episode of The Adventures of Duke and Dude. Thank you for giving me a perfect
Nice.
ending point.
you're welcome. Doing my best.
For next time I will find the YouTuber who posted the video that is this. He's got one for this chant and one for the other chant for when you're playing your Curse of Strahd games. I will find his name and write it down for next time so I can shout him out on our video, because
Perfect.
it's amazing. And it's just there for free for people to use. But yeah,
Great
I hope
game,
you-
everybody.
enjoyed this
It was awesome.
episode of The Adventures of Duke and Dude.
Now featuring Brumdrum and Detritus. I can never
Detritus.
Detritus.
try this.
He's
Metal Man
got
and
it
Mr. Weepy.
split up into
I
3
gotta split it.
sections.
Also a great character in some Terry Pratchett books. He's a
Cute.
fun- But probably
And-
pronounced the way that Mitch says it instead.
With that, I will stop the recording in a second. So, thanks everyone for watching. See you next time. Remember
And as
to
always-
watch. Remember to listen to Immortals, our flagship podcast, over on everything. You can hear it on anchor.fm/practical heroes. Practical-heroes. Practical-heroes.
Just
And that'll give you.
practicalheroes.com.
Yeah,
That's it.
practicalheroes.com. That'll give you all the links and all the
Follow social
places that
media,
we are.
everything about us.
Our link
I mean,
tree, linktr.ee/something.
Practicalheroes.com, Mitch.
Practicalheroes.com.
Practicalheroes.com. Just go there.
Yeah.
Go to all of our social
You got
media
this.
stuff.
We have faith in you, listener. That you
Yes.
will
And if you want to be really cool,
manage
come hang out on our Discord.
Yeah.
We have fun there. Sometimes.
Mhm.
We're not a cult.
sometime.
Promise.
Goodbye.
Not a cult.